and welcome to PubChat. It's Friday night. It's fuck night. Oh shit. Oh, we've already started. Oh, God. Here we go. That's a good start. I'm not supposed to swear for 30 seconds. So, or was it 30 minutes? I can't remember, Dick. Is it? When can I say cunt?
Fuck, I don't know, man. You ask me the hard questions. You're supposed to be running this fucking shit tonight.
Oh, no, okay. No, okay. Enough of me. Dick, take over.
No, it's not my turn tonight. Let's Aimee, you say something intelligent. Save this shit, will you?
Sure. This ship is crashing. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to PubChat.
Wait. Sorry for the slow start. Sorry for the slow start, everybody. I was streaming to the wrong show. Aimee, please take over. Help.
Sure, no problem. But welcome to PubChat. We're sorry we had such a bumpy start, but that's what makes it so much fun and so unpredictable. So I think it's going to be a great night. We'll have lots to talk about. We'll have lots to do. So let's get started right around the room and see who's with us tonight. I am going to start off with, as always, our very own Mipet 69. Mipet, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Yes, I'm pretty good this morning. A bit chilly down here, and I hear you've taken all me heat away again. But other than that, I'm not too bad. And I'm going to be waiting for when Operator Starsky joins us in a little while. I do have a limerick for him, so we're going to wait on that this morning. But yes, I'm looking forward to some very interesting chat tonight. As always, it could go anywhere. Let's hope Gwyneth just keeps her candles to herself this evening. Yeah. So, yeah, let's get on with the stupid.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So next up, I'm going to go with Hi Inquisitor. Inquisitor, how are you this evening?
Salutations, everyone. Good evening, good night, good morning, whichever it is for you. I'll be the civil one today. Unlike these brutes who come in here and just start swearing and talking like sixth graders. But at least I'll be your voice of civility. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And next up, we have Commander 401. Commander, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great. Speaking of the Paltrow candles, has Operator Starsky figured out a way to weaponize those against the Russians?
You.
Brilliant.
That's perfect. I love it. Thank you. And next up, we have Aaron Reece. Aaron, how are you this evening?
I'm doing good. Spent the day building a bunk bed for very ungrateful children. But last night, game night was great until I think I got banned. So I'll just spectate next time. But other than that, doing wonderfully.
Good, good. Glad to hear. Thank you. And next up, we have Charlie Welch. Charlie, how are you?
I'm tired. It's been one hot week. It's been like the surface of some hot planet that I can't think of right now, but it's Earth right now, Illinois, 100 degrees. Anyway, big panel. Let's go. Let's go.
Woohoo. Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. And next up, we have Lokifish Marz. Lokifish, how are you?
I'm doing really good. I have a weekend with my daughter planned. Gonna watch movies, play Wii Sports, wreck everything in the living room because Wii Sports. So, let's move on.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much. Sounds like a great weekend, too. Thank you so much. And next up, we have the hero of the weekend. We have DKG Custom, who's helping us with the show tonight. Thank you so much for doing that, by the way. And DKG, how are you?
Thank me. All I've done is screw up so far. I mean, honest to God, it's just basically, you know. Oh, no, that didn't come through. see what I'm saying? Hang on a second. I'm going to make sure that gag works. It's got to work right. I've got to go. Hang on, audio settings. Let's switch that to hang on, is it cable A or cable B? It's cable A, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, may we present a lesson in how not to narrate your actions. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
You got
And if I don't ever poop again, well, that's just going to be who I am.
I'm going to press all the buttons. I'm going to press them all. I have the buttons now. Let's put some popcorn in everyone's hand. Let's just get on with it.
Don't we have to edit that Will Smith one so now he walks out and slaps everything off the screen instead?
Anyway, what was the question?
Yes, how are you?
Oh,
that one.
A little bit stressed out at the minute, but yeah, don't worry. I'll get back to normal. My cool, calm, and relaxed. You know, hang on.
There we go.
I'm all right now.
Okay, good. We'll
Let's get on with the show.
Absolutely. We'll have some strategies for DKG when he needs it, when he gets stressed out. So we'll go from there. Thank you. And next up, last but not least, we have Dick Dawson. Dick, how are you this evening?
Good. We should announce to everybody watching. Starsky just needed a few minutes. He's slightly delayed, but won't be long. DK will be watching in the background to let our new shill in, and it'll be great great to have him around for his first pub chat. You know, I can't wait.
Me too.
On a personal level, I don't really have much to offer right now. Give me about another half an hour of party favors in the background, and I'm sure I'll be full of shit though by then. Aimee, how you doing? What's
just
happening?
pour a beer on my CPU and fucking end it.
Oh, Jessica's in. All right.
Yes, she is, and thank you so much. I am doing very well, thank you. We've it's been a quiet week here. I'll say that much. It's been going well. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I think we have some good shows planned. We have we're going to run last week's show for the Uncalled For this weekend. We're going to run that this week, so that should be good as well. It was a good show we have planned. We have going to be reading the reviews to that show. We're going to have a couple little blurbs of that, and then we've got some real new stupid to go over, so that should be fun. And we've got a lot of other stuff coming up this weekend as well, so stay tuned, please.
Cool.
Thank
All
you.
right.
And Commander 401, you're up next, please.
I got a question. Has anyone ordered Operator Starsky his black NASA robe yet?
Oh, good question. Good question. I think HR probably has all that information ready, so I think it's probably winging its way to him now. So thank you.
I think he's got the Roscosmos robe with all the swastikas all over it.
Oh, we better make sure we send him the correct one. And up next we have Mipet 69. Mipet.
I just want to remind everyone tomorrow night on the Shills, we're going to be having a look at some crystal madness. And we're going to be joined by Southern Sal. So that's going to be really lots of fun, because apparently she used to live with a crazy crystal lady. So, yeah, we're going to have great fun tomorrow night. So tune in for that. Just wanted to let you know.
Cool.
Excellent.
I'm dying for an answer to the question. If you charge crystals in moonlight, would it not just be simpler to do it in the daytime when there's more photons to draw on? Like,
And
seriously?
Sal's got the answers. She has
wait.
them all. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Inquisitor.
I just wanted to know if Sal's bringing recipes for the crystal. I don't have any good recipes.
Wrong type of crystal, darling.
Never mind. I didn't say a thing.
I do have some good questions for tomorrow night too, so that'll be a lot of fun when we do the crystals. Wouldn't charging them in sunlight be considered like a fast charger? You know, like how Samsung had the fast charge thing going on.
Yeah,
that's what I was
they need
thinking.
They need the cold light of the moon so they don't overheat.
Oh, there we go. So that's what it
like,
is.
let's say you're trying to ward off an evil spirit and you forgot to put your crystal out in the moonlight. Couldn't you just put it in the kitchen window while you're having breakfast and be good to go for 5-6 hours? Wouldn't that work?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Well, I think it would be good if you lived on one of the poles, like 6 months of darkness. Holy shit, you'd be charged up for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I usually am, and I do live on a pool.
Too much info, thanks.
TMI.
Tony Regime had a good one in the chat. But the moon only reflects the good wavelengths of light. So it acts as a filter and removes the bad wavelengths.
I'll consult Arwen. He'll know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we can
when
get
in
Arwen
doubt
on the show.
Oh, can you imagine? But when in doubt, it's obvious that you just turn to the flat Earth community for real answers.
The truth.
God. Yeah, so that's coming up tomorrow night anyway.
Yeah.
Yay! Sorry. Yes, but there's lots to talk about with that. So I'm excited. That's going to be very fun tomorrow night too. So definitely we're going to have so much fun this weekend. So please stay tuned. It's going to be great.
Oh yeah, and for those that didn't catch on here, our very own Mallory had her laptop die today, so we've got our little PayPal link going in the chat. I just dropped it there, and we're already getting close to being able to bail her out and fix it so she can be back on the show and whatnot. And no pressure or anything, but any little bit helps. We'll get her set up, right?
Absolutely.
Don't help.
Please give
Don't
everyone.
help.
No, please give. We need someone on this panel who is not as who is a little more lacking than the rest of us. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, she coined the term squiggly math, and I'm not sure if it's algebra or calculus, but it's one of them. We need her back. So yeah, that would be a cool thing, but like I say, no pressure or anything. But usually at this point we do that whole what's the dumbest thing you've seen all week, because that's kind of a focus around here at times, sadly to our own detriment, but usually to comic effect. So who's been looking? Loki, you've been looking a bit, haven't you? Or who do we turn to here?
Well, I saw something a bit weird the other night on Gem Panda's stream. It was quite early in the morning, and I do the usual thing. I said, "Oh, what's going on there? Just check it out." And there was some guy, I can't remember his name, who was currently driving a truck. Had some old guy with him who's got Alzheimer's, who lashed out at him. They had a big fight. He got out the truck and threw himself at the truck, and the guy drove off and probably smashed his hand up. And the guy was basically talking to the people in the chat, crying his eyes out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've driven off. And they were basically, he was basically asking for legal advice. What should I do? I'm a convicted felon, so I can't go to the cops because they'll just do me. And they were all saying, run, just run. And then he was asking for PayPal donations because he didn't have any money to fill his truck up with fuel. So he was basically begging, and people putting out his PayPal in the Discord, and people was like donating and stuff like that. And some people weren't donating because, let's face it, give money to a convicted felon on the run. What's your thoughts on that one, guys?
Yeah, and the next time your house gets broken into, or worse, you'll thank somebody else for have done the same thing, right? Come on, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
The whole thing just sounded so dodgy. It really did. But
wow. Wow, that's something else.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you guys didn't experience it, so you're just taking my my voice capture of the moment. I'm probably not doing it justice, but it was going on for about. I listened to about half an hour, and it was quite funny. I say funny, but silly as well, because crying out loud.
Wow.
People on Gem Panda server giving to someone legal advice while he's on the run. They're basically saying, "Run, don't talk to the cops, don't give yourself up," and all this kind of stuff. Even Gem Panda was saying, "Run."
Wow!
Oh my god!
Weird shit.
Yeah, that is. That's definitely some fucked up shit. That's we're already at a hard level to crack here, but I'm sure somebody's got one in their pocket. That's just the way this show goes.
Right. I think I don't think anybody can top that tonight.
Hey,
There's a new flurf on the scene.
Oh,
That Mikey guy. I'm sure
Do
somebody
tell.
else has seen him. Mikey Smith.
He's not
Absolute madman, mentally checked out. It's sad, but it is indeed a new flurf on the scene. And he rides around in his car, screaming at the chat with his flat earth shirt on, and then he's got, like in the background, and in the back of his car, he's got a roll of toilet paper and a globe.
I hate to burst your bubble, but he's been around for quite a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
He's just
something, huh?
He's just become more prominent since his should we say discussion with MC Toon last week.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. He
With the
lost.
rage quit.
Yeah, at the end of that.
Wow. Oh, I wish I had that video to hand. Ooh.
If you just fast forward to the end of the 5 minutes of that debate, that's all it is.
Oh no, I've got it from his end. It's completely different. Did you see my video? Did you see my video about LEO, a Level Earth Observer? Because it's the end of that. It's at the end of that. He just has a freaking freak out. Fuck you all! Fuck you all!
He's like,
Sounds
people
of
telling me
mental
I'm
stability.
stupid. Yeah, he said he had a learning disability, which is totally fine. Who does? A lot of people do, but maybe you should back away from the science.
Well, he does. That's exactly what he does.
Can do it.
Yeah. He can't do the science. He can't do the math. Yeah. Mikey, what's 6 times 5? Anytime now. 6 times 5, Mikey.
I don't fucking care. I don't do fucking math.
Mike, draw a triangle for us. Have you got a protractor?
Well, I'm sorry. I thought he was new. I didn't know he'd been around that long.
Well, there's going to be a hard scene, I guess. Ain't nobody cares, so they don't have enough room for new gurus.
DKG's been, slapping and playing with these flurfer type flat earthers for quite a while. So leave it to him to know, to be honest,
Oh, no, don't put me on that kind of pedestal. I mean,
I didn't. I didn't say you're any fucking good at it or anything. I just,
well, try a bit fucking harder then. I've just seen Mikey around. That's all I can say. He's been. I think it's Everett Anderson has quite a few clips of him on his channel back in the days. But yeah, I think he's been around for a while. But he's still stupid as fuck.
Well,
honestly,
he's flat earther, so yeah.
Yeah, but he's a stupid flat earther. That's the worst.
I think he's an actual flurf. That's what makes him the worst.
He's
an
actual
flat earther.
He actually fucking believes it. He's an actual flurper, but he's just too stupid to understand why he shouldn't be.
Is he like pudgy face, mustache, kind of?
No, he's like shaved head,
round face, like like a moon.
Kind of looks like Conspiracy Cats' ugly stepbrother or brother.
Maybe a bit like Christian von Koenigsegg. If you're into cars, you know who he is. He's this bald, big-headed, big guy. He's a real presence in a room. Like, I'm sure if he got yelling at people, most people would just be like, "I'm sorry."
Put it this way. He's Conspiracy Cat's Ruprig. Hands up in the chat if you know that reference.
Yeah, there's a bell tower somewhere for everyone. So Aaron, what's happening your way other than bunk beds and kids and stuff? Channel prep going well, getting ready?
Oh, who knows anymore? I'm spread all over the place. Got people over on Claire's server thinking I'm a serial killer. So that's interesting.
He also cheats at games.
You mean people in Claire's server found out you're a serial killer?
What's this cheating? Here. So what's the cheating thing? Come on, because I wasn't there.
I might have won every single game last night. Like
he's been banned. He's no longer allowed to go.
Got bored. They changed games 4 times, and I won every time.
That's funny.
Yeah, I lost a lot of friends.
Well, that's what happens when you get Jessica working on your side, right? It's all about the AI.
Actually, it was all because of the Google. We all know
Piss off. Do it yourself. I'm not watching any more of this rubbish.
See, that's why she had you win. She didn't want to watch it. She was like, I'm just ending it.
Take it and pull the trigger.
Not really. It was an interesting night, and Aaron had a great time. And yes, we were all pissed that he won.
Yeah. We haven't made this very clear, but we're talking about some of those Jackbox games. We get together and play in a Discord server. And coming up, I'm hoping we're ready next week. It's going to be one of our weekly live streams where people can just show up, join, have some fun, play. If you don't want to be one of the players, there's audience participation. It's really fun stuff. Why not, right?
They found out I'm a Leonardo da Vinci of filth. So
I wouldn't go that far.
More like a
That was a pretty good
Rembrandt.
penis I drew.
More like the Salvador Dali of the Appalachians.
Everybody here is pretty twisted that way. I don't think you can find a normal person in a 50-mile distance. Lack of chromosomes.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Feeling
They'll hear
rednecks?
you.
Don't do that.
They'll hear you and come for us. No. They yeah, I try not to go out too much anymore because if I go down to the Walmart, it just gets scary as hell. Like you've seen people at Walmart online and
Oh, yeah.
everybody's like those are the normal people here. And you get the really weird ones. Dear Jesus. I can't even think.
I can second that as a Midwesterner.
Just the
up here,
tube top
up here,
hell.
we don't get them as bad, and I love looking through those photo threads where you get the most ridiculous things going on at a Walmart. It's too funny.
That's because you're in another country. In the United States, we're all about rights without responsibility. So their right to wear a tube top and a thong to Walmart's more important than their responsibility to keep it covered up.
Yeah. I mean, Walmart has food sections. It just, please dress appropriately for the love of God. Just farting on what could be somebody else's burger bun ain't right, man. It just ain't right.
If you're all waiting for jokes from me, you ain't getting it.
I'm just thinking about the fact that when I lived out in Arizona for about 8 years. That's where I worked loss prevention, and we'd have to fuss at people about bringing in pets because it was a super. We had food. You can't risk getting pet hair on the food unless it's necessary, service animal and stuff. And I would let those pets in before I'd let 99% of the people here into that damn store.
That's because the pets are more well behaved.
They're also a hell of a lot cleaner.
Cleaner.
Booger whoofs and swamp donkeys here.
Yeah. Oh, Walmart. It's just such a funny place, What are you gonna do?
Shop at
We
Target.
could do a whole show on Walmart.
Totally.
Well, we don't have Walmart over here. I don't even know what the relation, what would relate it to over here.
What big box store do you have that everybody
Low
goes
end.
to?
Yeah, low end cheap where you're going to walk in and you're going to basically get the lowest price on an item. It may only work for 6 months if it's the house brand, but it's still cheap.
Yeah, but what sort of stuff? Just crap or
Everything.
Yeah, blenders, mixers, computers, automotive stuff like tires and stuff, kids' toys, pet supplies,
Food.
barbecues. Yeah, fuck.
Entry-level sex toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have nothing like that over here. Everything's
hell
got
no.
its own shop.
I
Like
think
we've
we
got-
should-
don't have
that's
the-
an opportunity.
Yeah, no, we've got like a big hardware stores, and then we've got big like $2 shops that sell, washing machines and shit as well as like crap, but they're only small. Yeah, I don't know what would. Yeah, I'd like to come and see
Bruce,
a wall.
how's your shed building going, Bruce? Well, I'm just going to go down to the nail shop, and then I'm going to nip next door to the hammer shop.
No,
and then I'm gonna go to the wood
We've
shop
got
after
like
that.
it's called Bunnings Warehouse, and that's got all your warehouse needs and your gardening needs and shit like that.
So
So,
we had-
and
we
then
had a-
we've got like
we had
Office
a
Works,
Bunnings.
which has got all your office supplies and your desks and your office chairs and all your electronic shit. But then you'd go to JB Hi-Fi's, which has got way more electronic shit and all your DVDs and computer crap. And then there's like Harvey Norman, which does like furniture and computer crap and TVs and all that sort of shit. But they're really expensive, so you don't go there. And then there's like the Good Guys, which is like electronic crap as well. Yeah, it sort of depends on what you want as to which one you go to.
So the hint I'm getting here, Mipet, is no Walmart then.
No, yeah, I just wouldn't know what to compare it to. Yeah.
Just take all the shit from those other stores, put it in one big store, and put a sign on it that says, "We sell shit," and that would be your Walmart.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Okay.
Fill the store full of people who have no idea what the shit on the shelves is, and all they can do is tell you where it is in the store on a good day. That's Walmart.
Okay, probably glad we don't have one of those then.
Yeah, you don't want it.
Okay.
Yeah, go into Walmart and
When
expecting
Walmart
help.
expanded,
Go ahead, Commander.
when Walmart first started to expand, it basically destroyed a lot of businesses in small towns. And by the time they got about 4% of the retail market share, they could tell local suppliers of stuff what price they were going to sell their stuff for. And they forced a lot of companies to move operations overseas in order to get the prices low enough so that Walmart would continue to buy.
Yeah, they put a hurting on Rubbermaid.
That's a hell of a sentence.
Yeah,
We've
I
done
love
it to
just-
quite a few. Oh, go ahead, Loki. Sorry.
I love going to Walmart and going, yeah, I need a set of screwdrivers. And the person kind of looks at you and goes, well, you need to take the 315 shuttle over to housewares, then take the 718 shuttle over to electronics. Then from there, there's a bus that will take you over to tools. 6 hours later, where the hell am I? I need a map for the damn place.
Okay.
Oh, funny. Claire says in the chat, how close is the Mallory fund? I would say right now we're comfortably at the halfway mark for sure. We're not sure if we have to replace just the power supply to the laptop or more. It's unfortunate that any of the techies like myself or Lokifish on the Shills aren't close enough to get our hands on the system. But we're going to try the power brick first. And then if not, well, now we're looking at something more serious, like an actual computer replacement. So
It's kind of ironic because Mallory herself is pretty much at the halfway mark. Commander 401.
The timing was kind of killed, but Loki had a good setup for reminding everyone of the epic scene in Idiocracy where everyone was doing their pilgrimage to Costco.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie. That makes me want to see it because the
Oh,
name,
you've
now
gotta
that you
see
say it. Yeah.
Oh, yes. It's not just a movie. Unfortunately, it became prophecy.
It's an
It was
indictment.
like in the
Yeah.
early 2000s, and basically because Fox News is stupid and all the corruption, everyone became so stupid that your average idiot in, say, the early 2000s is the smartest man in the world, say 30 years later.
There's hope for us
Yeah.
yet.
It's actually more
but-
poignant now than when it was made by far.
Yeah, it will help you understand every flat earther. It's just an homage to stupidity. Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
See it, Dick. Yep.
I love it
Yeah.
when they go to blow up the van. You know, the guy has the bazooka and he's holding it backwards and the jet just falls out of the sky.
Talking about Walmart and helping understand how ridiculous it is. When I worked loss prevention at that Target, we had one just north of us, and you want to talk about ghetto? That was ghetto. they took and they got an incident where they handcuffed somebody when they weren't supposed to. So Walmart's great idea was that they weren't allowed to use handcuffs anymore, but they still had to detain people. So I walked through the door, and they've got a lady stopped for theft that's got to be 325 easy. They had 4 people sitting on her, 1 per limb, just riding her until the cops could get
It's a fucking
there.
rodeo.
Oh, Jesus. I was like, y'all have fun with that. I'll slip on by in here. Get the hell out of here as fast as I can.
Well, I told everybody here at the Walmart in Kansas, there was a singles night once every 2 weeks at Walmart for realsies. Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
baby.
Hello. Yes, please. We have a super chat. We have one. Thank you so much from Mystery Man for Australian $5. Says my funds are supposed to be going towards Amy's new mic. Thank you so much, Mystery
Well,
Man. I appreciate it.
We should shout out,
Mhm.
with some super chats that have come in over time towards gear and whatnot and so on. We have, I think, 3 mics on order for members of the Shills coming up in just like another week or so here, like end of the month when money comes in. So thanks, everybody. It's going to make a big
Yeah.
difference around here.
It
Now,
will.
I
you so
need
much.
to ask: are these 3 mics you've ordered? Are they consenting?
And does that matter?
And are they good looking?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just like Magic Mike, I hope.
Ooh.
Phallic-like indeed.
Wait. Phallic like?
Well, I mean, let's face it. The sound that's going to come out of it if it gets used that way is probably not something you want to put on air.
Nobody wants to put their mouth that close to dicks, Mike. Don't.
Or Mike's dick. I'll see myself out.
Well, I don't know. Quiz might want that second one, but most of us know.
Depends on which mic it is, I suppose.
Mike Didka.
No, thank you.
Oh, Saturday Night Live. The Bears. That's what I heard there. If you
Yeah.
know the, yeah.
Didka
If
is
you know the
God
thing.
around here.
Yeah. Who would win the Indy 500? Ditka driving the Bears bus. That was a funny skit. Yeah, well, you know. But yeah,
It's for the
Oh.
older generation.
shit, I had a link up and I was gonna, there's a news story I wanted to mention and now I don't have it. I'm gonna have to mute and find it. Fuck, hold on, sorry.
Well, while he's going to bring the comedy, I'll bring the pain. The Texas Supreme Court has said, in reversal of the appeals court, that Texas can now do family investigations on transgender children for abuse. So once again, I offer this to Texas. Fuck you, Texas.
God, yes.
That's horrible. They need a grub muffin as well. We'll give them one in
DKG,
spirit.
grub muffin, please.
Oh, hang on a minute. I don't know. I've got a grub muffin. Where is he?
Oh, thank you.
No,
Should
grub.
be in gags.
Gags. Grub muffin. No, we haven't got one.
Oh, well, it's okay. Well, we can do it in spirit if everybody could just give Texas.
Holy
a
Spirit,
grub muffin.
activate Grub Muffin style.
Holy Spirit, activate.
That's right.
Dick, why haven't we got a grub muffin in here? Let's sort that out. I'll get a grub muffin in.
Are you
next time.
sure there isn't?
No, don't forget this. I was building up an old set.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you'd have to do the new exports. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll get one in. Don't worry. Next time.
All right.
Grub
Awesome, thank you.
muffins activate in the chat. Yes.
Yeah. I'm seeing lots. Hey, look who's here. Hey, Mallory. How's it going?
Julia
See?
Wire.
Yeah. That's why we need to get Mallory all set up because it's not fair. She's only in the chat, not in the live show. Commander.
DKG, next time you need a grub muffin, what I'll do is I'll go to my OBS. I don't have the music for the grub muffin, but I think I might have the file up here, and just tell me and you can share my screen.
Oh no, that will complicate things. No, I'm not going to do that. No. Things will break. I promise you. No, I've just got to get my arse and gear and get this grub muffin in there. I'll get it for next time though. I promise.
Cool. It's in. It should be in the gags one or the grubby folder on the G drive. Either one.
I'll have a look.
Cool. All right. So what the? Hey, very well, Susan. Thank you. And yourself? I'm imagining you're not quite so flustered tonight, but her chats yesterday were fucking funny as hell. That was hilarious. John, I'm not actually sure. I'll have to ask. I was telling John in the chat there, somebody's actually, Gary from the Shills here is sending me a beer brewing kit, and I'm going to take a go at brewing some brewskis. See how that goes. Can't wait to try. Be fun.
I did that and it came out tasting like something allegedly Dave made.
Yeah. I'm going to give it
I
a
had
shot.
an ex-girlfriend that was pretty damn good at it. She did like jalapeno beer, all kinds of weird shit. Place stunk though, I'll tell you that.
It was her, not the beer.
It ended up being her, not the beer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to brew my own beer. I was going to brew some stouts, and then realized that I would actually save money just by going to the store and buying Guinness.
That's the route I go now, because I took and it had those hops pellets in it, because you can get hops or you can get hops pellets, and those pellets just unloaded every bit of sour into it could, and I just haven't had the heart to do that to a beer again, so I get it off the shelf. Drinking Angry Orchard hard cider tonight.
I don't like hoppy IPA or anything like that.
DK, do you have the Golden Cock Award on your build?
Not on this one.
Oh, we'll have to set that up too. It was just mentioned in the chat. Who's getting the giant dildo tonight?
I've got one you can use if you need to.
I'm sure you do.
Do you use spray paint, or is that some type of makeup that you use on there?
I just ordered it in gold.
I didn't know you could order them. God, I'm learning stuff tonight.
You got to be on a special mailing list for that. Hit a certain amount of orders per year before they'll let you get that one.
Platinum Dildo Club.
Some of you may have black cards from MasterCard and Visa, but I've got the Platinum Dildo card.
Oh, God. That was definitely too much information. Thanks, Quiz.
Got an entire tool chest.
I just got an email that there was an issue with the link in my email over to Starsky. So keep watch there, DK. He should be coming in any minute here.
He was linking up the last one.
Wait a minute, everybody. Wait a minute. We have incoming. Stand by your beds. Captain on deck. Lieutenant, come in. Where's the run? Where's me mouse? Oh, admit. Let's go.
That was huge.
It's the man. It's the legend. It's the best part of Starsky and Hutch. It's Operator Starsky.
Good evening, Starsky.
Muted.
Hey, hi everyone. How are you doing?
Hey, good.
We're doing
how's life? Yeah, how's life today, Starsky? You all good?
Yeah, it's fine. How are you guys?
Excellent. Thank you.
Great.
All right.
Yeah, we just been clowning around doing what we do on Friday, which is pure bullshit. It's been fun.
Sounds great. So, is it Friday? Oh, yeah, it's Friday today. All right.
That's the sound of a man who's had a busy week.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, unless you live in the future, Starsky, like I do, it's actually Saturday. All these people live in the past. So, you know, it's
Yeah,
Saturday for me. So, hey.
yeah. By the way, it's like is it like Saturday in Australia? So, what I wanted to ask is that is it true that in Australia the shadow goes counterclockwise?
The stars do, but I don't know
Oh,
about the shadow.
The toilet water does when you flush it too.
that is amazing.
It depends on
Yeah.
which way you scrub it. But I do have something special for you, Operator Starsky. I've written you a limerick, which is something we do that I do on the Shills. Everyone gets a limerick. So
Mhm.
may I just get myself ready? Okay. We have a soldier, Operator Starsky, who doesn't put up with any malarkey. When the bombs are dropping, without signs of stopping, he looks upon the enemy quite darkly. I hope you liked it.
Thank you very much. It's like a poem about a better version of me, probably. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
No, I don't have the snippet with Mipet section in here as well, so I apologise for that. So I'll just go snippet with Mipet. Da-da-da-da. Right, I'll shut up now.
Thanks, DK.
This is what you get when you get the Walmart producer on the job.
Oh, goodness me. Yes, we've been talking about Walmart, which we don't have here in Australia, and apparently we don't want one either, by the sounds of things.
Nope.
And
You
if
don't
they
want
got one
them
in
anywhere
Ukraine,
else.
if they got one in Ukraine, hopefully the Russians have bombed it.
So we have Walmart here in Ukraine. I'm not very sure whether it's like the same Walmart that you have there, but I have like Walmart like not far from me. So yeah, we have that.
Well, I know they've got them in China, so I wouldn't be surprised. But it's not the gift everybody would think it is. It's just a horrible place to go. So you said you were having trouble with your vehicle, or you had to get it repaired today?
Yeah. So basically, this vehicle brings me some happy hours of my life, some happy moments. So one of the funniest things about it was that when I bought this vehicle, so like here in Ukraine, we've had this thing. So when you have this agreement between you and the previous owner of this vehicle, you can basically register it like in that office without presence of its previous owner. But as soon as this war started, and I happened to to buy this car, I've been told I have to bring this previous owner in order to register this car and receive those number plates and stuff. And I was like, why? I mean, I have everything with me. And they're like, because this is war and we gotta make sure that you kind of acquired this vehicle legally, so it's like I received this car without using my rifle. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Okay. But that's not the funniest thing. So the owner of this car, I called him and asked whether he can come with me to that registration office and stuff. He said, yeah, but can we do that like in a week? And I'm like, why? He said, so I fell down while riding my scooter, and he sends me this picture. So this picture looks, literally as if I was torturing him. so, yeah, he was all bruised, and he broke his nose. And I just imagined, me and this guy arriving to this registration office, and he is like, yeah, I gave this man my car. Yeah, it was my conscious decision. Nobody forced me. So yeah,
Excellent.
I was like, dude, get better, and let's meet in like a couple of weeks.
I mean, it probably didn't help that you brought the car in behind a farmer's tractor. That probably wasn't a good start.
Yeah.
Got this car. It's mine now.
That's funny, man.
That's true.
Should have just rolled in there and said, "Do you know who the hell I am?" Show him the YouTube page.
You made one of our viewers just fall off the bed.
I have a question, Mr. Starsky. Has anybody tried to register a tank yet? I'm just wondering.
So I'm not sure about the tank, but I know, and it's a real story. So there's a farmer. He's like a friend of my friend, okay, but he's real. So this farmer received this Smerch Russian MRLS, a huge one, and like he even sent us like picture posing in front of that Smerch. So this is like basically a huge truck with like rockets, carrying rockets. And funniest thing was that he was an engineer in the past, and he said that he will put this truck into a good use. I'm not sure like what kind of use. Probably he meant like creating like rockets loading into.
Well, it's one way to plow a field, I suppose.
Yeah. So, and another thing is that his relative lives in Russia, and of course she's like brainwashed and stuff like that. So he sent her this picture, posing in front of this Smerch. He said, "I got a new car."
You're
I
probably
hate to
gonna
be
see
behind that at the movie theater.
You're probably going to see a lot of tanks out in the fields next year, but because they did that after World War II, they converted them over to tractors. But I don't know what you're going to do with armored personnel carriers shy of using them for school buses. But yeah, they left a good bit of hardware behind.
I mean, but wasn't one of the biggest problems the Russian vehicles were having was with the mud? I mean, they don't sound like they're great farming equipment.
Yeah, that is true. On the other hand, those Tiger vehicles, I think, you can equip them with some lights, some acoustics, and they would look pretty much, classy, I would say. I would use such a car, to go to clubs.
Yeah, I was just thinking, this is where like you have those stretch limos. You're just gonna have in Ukraine all these like really what do you call them, pimped up old armored vehicles, and all like sprayed nicely with a jacuzzi in the back and full of babes hanging out everywhere. And I kind of like the sound of that now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, the biggest problem with the Russian hardware is that it's being operated by Russians, from what I understand. They're not exactly apt.
Yeah, true. That's the reason why, for example, I didn't try Russian rations, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
I didn't try that because it's it's icky. So yeah, I only tried like their sugar ones and water, like from time to time, but nothing else.
Well, they can't get water wrong, can they?
Probably.
You're entitled.
This
Well, it
is the
looks like they-
military, right?
Looks like they
Yes.
stole them from a hotel buffet because I saw the video you
H3O.
posted, and then you were talking about the rations that the French had really good ones, and now I'm thinking about ordering some of those. Beats anything my
so-
wife makes.
So funny thing about those rations was that when you take this ration, there's this expiration date on it, and this date is okay, more or less okay. It's not expired and stuff. But when you open it, there's like those cans and porridges and stuff like that, and those are expired.
Ugh.
Well, it was probably just as good as the day they canned it.
Yeah, they American rations, they've got some of them that are legendarily bad, and it's been quite a few years since I've tried them, but I know if you got the what was it, the ham steak, I think it was, and you pulled it out, it was basically just a lump of ham in a meat jelly. It was god awful.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like the kind of thing, even a discount airline can do better than. Come on, right?
Yeah, that shit's called spam over here.
Mm. Got it in
Spam in a
Walmart.
can. Yep. Oh, no, yeah, probably.
I fucking love spam. I have zero shame about it either.
Wow.
That's because
They're
you're a wannabe Brit. That's why.
There are countries
Yeah.
that love it. The Philippines and
Spam,
Hawaii.
Spam, 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 spam.
Gonna be spam, gonna be spam.
Spam, 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 spam.
Oh, so there was this funny story about Ukrainian ration. So Ukrainian rations, even despite the fact
Ukrainians.
that, yeah. So even despite the fact that we have like huge rations, so in Ukraine, our ration contains like 3 portions, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, of course. But on the other hand, they sucked so much because they had this awful porridge, and this porridge was solid, so you literally had to have like an axe to in order to cut it into pieces. And they had those cookies. I think I think that those new ones don't have them. So we used those cookies as a fuel, actually. So we threw them into a fire, and it was awful generally. So you could only eat a canned meat inside of those rations, and sugar, basically. So in 2016 in 2016, by the end of this year, we have received new rations, and actually my brigade was among those units that received new rations in order to test it. We are still alive, so yeah, so they decided to continue producing them, and actually those new ones are very good. So you basically receive again 3 portions, but they are packed. You have, for example, like soup in those plastic bags. So we basically have like
A 3-course dinner.
yeah, and we have like a better version or bigger version of American MRE, only in Ukrainian. So we have those heating devices and stuff like that, and like everybody agrees that Ukrainian rations are very nice currently. Unfortunately, we still have some of those old still in productions. So in 2016, we've been to those international military exercises called Rapid Trident in Ukraine. So there were NATO countries and Ukraine participating in those military exercises. So basically, we were learning how to operate as a part of a multinational brigade. At some point, we were supplied with those American MREs. So whenever we wanted to eat or have like lunch or whatever, so we had those American MREs. We've been supplied by the US. So at some point, this American guy, this officer, approached us and he said, guys, I want to trade one of my MREs for Ukrainian MRE. And I tried to tell him, actually I shouted like, don't do this, but the guys took me away instantly. And they gave him this ration containing the worst part of it, that porridge. I'm not sure how exactly you call this porridge in English, but it's the worst thing ever.
It's porridge is pretty bad in every language.
It's worse.
Buckwheat.
It's worse than, I don't know, than reading YouTube comments. I mean, it sucked. Like
Glarp.
Yeah. And he received that. And besides, it wasn't a full ration. It was just one portion. And I think it was like a fair trade because, MRE is only like one portion as well. So, and he was so happy. And I swear I didn't see that man ever since. So I think he was avoiding, talking with us.
Check the latrine.
Yeah.
I think I just discovered a way that we can cut this war in half. It's take all those old MREs or rations and give them to the Russians who are having trouble finding food, and they'll all just die.
Well, they didn't do too well when they were given like fresh bread from the Ukrainians, and they all killed over. They were poisoned.
I'm not sure whether whether it's legal, because still we have Geneva Convention. We have to we cannot torture our enemy, so I wouldn't do that.
So no barbershop choirs from you lot then, just singing.
It's food is one of those conversations that can be funny just going from country to country, but food rations in the military, that's a new way to do it. Guaranteed. I like it. Loki.
Yeah, apparently that American that you traded rations with you guys never had sea rats. The old U.S. military sea rats, because the only thing that was good in a sea rat was the peanut butter, the baked beans, and the freeze-dried strawberries. Everything else was crap. I've actually seen pictures of people scratching the paint on a car with the crackers that came with it.
Sandpaper.
Yeah, my dad, he complained about those. He used to be a transport boat driver in the Navy, and he'd have to, whenever they were at port, go back and forth between the ship and the dock. And he said worst meals he ever had were heating those up on the engine of the boat. The only thing he had to cook, and even then they were barely palatable because they're canned junk. It's, ugh. Yeah. It was a Vietnam era.
You're probably better off with a can of dog food.
Probably more
Some of the
nutritious,
dog
too.
food these days has better ingredients than we get.
Yeah, well, especially at
Mhm.
McDonald's.
Yeah, basically we used crackers, as a fuel for our fire. So whenever it was cold, we were just throwing a couple of those crackers into the fire. And when I heard this for the first time, I thought like, you must be kidding. And I even tried our those crackers. So in the old ration, they would include honey, those small sticks with honey, and we would eat those crackers with the honey. And I even tried that. It was okay, more or less. I'm still alive again. Uh, but yeah, I remember that we used those crackers like as a fuel, like for real. Um, because they sucked so much. I'm so happy that we have developed our new MRE, which, and by the way, is pretty nice. I mean, I like all the all kinds of this current new MRE that comes with like different menus. So I think we have like even more different rations than the US have, because I think they have like 24 menus or something like that. We have like almost like 100 or something.
So you've moved your position now. You're not so near Kiev now. So is it no more sushi and pizzas for you now?
So actually I can have sushi, and actually I even had sushi. It was amazing. Our like one of our comrades had a birthday, and yeah, we decided to buy sushi. I think like and because we all love sushi and we couldn't have it for like a month or more even, so we had like 4 kilograms for 3 men. Yeah, and
What did you get it like shipped over to you from somewhere?
yeah, we have stores. Like we have actually those sushi bars or whatever you call them. It's like
That's what we call it, yeah.
yeah. So we ordered, and we got them delivered to our base, and it was amazing. It was like in the good old times, actually.
I love it.
Yeah, one of the things I still miss is McDonald's, because here in Ukraine everybody loves McDonald's for some
Yeah,
reason.
it's a no-fry zone.
Yeah. And yeah, and I miss those cheeseburgers very much. So yeah, we're still expecting those McDonald's to be opened in Kiev. They are still closed for some reason. No idea why. But
Do they not realize that Ukraine isn't Russian or something? Do they get confused?
yeah, probably. But yeah, we're still expecting them to open here because we have like a lot of them like around, but they're all closed, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure most of the McDonald's in Europe have way higher of a bar of quality for food than we do. I'm not
like
positive.
every other country besides America for McDonald's does. Watch those people that travel around, they try it in every country. They've just got these amazing dishes. And here
Like
it's just
Spanish
slaps meat on
McDonald's
a.
has some amazing stuff.
Oh yeah, Japan's supposed to be pretty good too. Yeah, here no, they just slap some grade D meat on a bun and sling it at you.
Yeah. If you're lucky enough to live out in the Maritimes, where like Aimee there and my relatives and whatnot, McDonald's actually has a lobster burger when lobster is in season.
You're fucking kidding me.
Nope.
No, we have lobster rolls here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also have gimbap in Korea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We get the McRib. That's the best thing we get here, but
And that shit a dog will pass up.
No
Yeah.
shit.
You could throw that at a dog and they're like, "You fucking asshole. Are you serious?"
Okay, I'm sorry, but I like the McRib. Or is it just all that sauce on the McRib? Yeah, either way.
He'll
They
jam
shape
the wet
it-
meat in your mouth.
They shape it like
That too.
ribs.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, but they shape it like ribs, but ribs have bones, but they make a burger pat. It's so weird. I don't even understand a McRib, but it's not fit for human consumption. You people are disgusting.
Well, you've already told me that, but we were alone.
We got the exact same thing in school back in the day. If they served the pork rib, barbecue pork rib, or whatever they called it, it was the McRib.
Yeah, we did
Spot
too.
on.
Completely. It was right on, and it didn't cost $10 either.
Oh, okay. That's enough McDonald's, please. I mean,
Let's go to Burger King now.
Yeah, YouTube is going to take the stream down for crimes against humanity for people talking positively about a McDonald's meal. We're in trouble here.
So, Starsky, what would you say is like the top Ukrainian dish? What if you were going to put a food as an iconic Ukrainian dish? What would it be?
Good question.
Well, the most famous is borscht,
Sushi.
of course. Yeah,
That makes
so
sense. Yeah.
the most famous one is the borscht. In Russia, they have like their analog of borscht called shi. What kind of food will you call shi? Like shi, I'm not kidding. It's called.
Is it
this
just
way
missing
in
the
Russia.
T off the end of it?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
And it tastes like shit, like for real, because
Must be
they.
popular at parties.
You have to be real careful in the metropolitan areas of Ukraine when, for guys like me ordering that.
All you can eat shit bar.
Yeah, but it's like the difference between borscht and shi is that it tastes it lacks like half of ingredients of borscht, and it tastes like like when you cook borscht in a pot, and then when you throw it into the washing machine, and then you just add some water and prepare another like portion from what's left on in that pot. So that's basically shit. Cheese, actually. Yeah. So
Sounds
borscht is
yummy.
yeah.
Well,
So-
we have the equivalent here for alcohol, Starsky. The Newfoundlanders at the eastern side of the country, they do a thing called swish. And you put some water in an old whiskey barrel or an old rum barrel and so on, and you just roll it around and get some of the booze out. And at the end, you just end up with this alcohol liquid that tastes like it's from hell itself.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, because that's basically how they prepare shi. And yeah, and we have vareniki. Vareniki is basically dumplings with meat or potato or cabbage, and the most famous type of vareniki. So you've heard about pierogi.
Oh, yes.
Famous
They're a-
food in Poland.
They're a favorite
And-
in our house. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we have basically that. In Ukrainian, it's called vareniki, and the most famous ones come with cherries inside. So they're very sweet, and they are amazing. Like with tea or coffee or no, they go well with sour cream.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Talking of shit, we've got incoming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, fucking get in there, people. How's it going, you lovely lot? See you all getting on it again in the pub. Thought I'd jump in. Starsky, you got time to join us for a couple of pints as well? Banging!
Totally.
Oi, oi, everyone in the chat. How's it all going? Yes, man.
Monkey.
Someone
Get your-
put some money in the
get your
pool table.
tail
Get
out
me
of
a
my
drink.
ass.
Get me a drink.
Very nice to see you tonight, Monkey.
And very nice to see you tonight too, my friend. And yeah, a surprise. I had no idea you'd be joining us for a pint.
Awesome.
So what is your drinking? Oh yeah, was it a milkshake?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes. No, protein shake. Protein shake. If
So,
my memory serves me.
so I still have a couple packs of that protein. So, basically, this protein is, it was produced on one of the milk factories, and from what I remember, this not the milk factory, but the city where it's located, it's in Hadej. It was attacked, like not for long, but it was. So yeah, I still hope that they produce that protein in that factory, because otherwise I would have to find like another factory.
Well, I think there's plenty of girls in the chat who would like to give you a milkshake.
So yeah, and it's basically they have those cows, right? And basically they're producing a protein at the milk factory, like right from the cows, which is cool. It's like fresh.
So
For a minute.
Are your cows
minute,
armed
it's-
by chance?
For a minute,
I'm
it
trying to
sounded
figure
like
out why the Russians would attack the cows. I'm just.
I don't know.
Because they were there.
They're afraid of the military.
Yeah.
Because he had a pulse, probably. The fucked up fucks.
Yeah, totally.
Do you know? I was talking of slightly different, but talking of milk. I was having a conversation the other day about human breast milk. I mean, I'm a monkey, so I drink anything. But people were saying, yeah, I wouldn't drink it. And I'm like, what do you mean you wouldn't drink it? It's like milk made for you, but you'd rather drink milk from an animal that you wouldn't want to sleep with, say. Well, I mean, there must be some weirdos that sleep with cows, but
maybe the pretty ones.
Yeah, there are some beautiful cows out there.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, because I saw that article too. They're somebody announced they're on the cusp of being able to make generic human milk instead of cow, and a bunch of people were grossed out by it. And it's kind of weird when you think about it, right? It's a weird little thing in life.
Well, there was this woman in the UK. I don't know if anyone's heard of this, but she actually set up a website where she was making like cakes, and things where you'd obviously use milk or any kind of dairy product from milk, basically, which is dairy, isn't it? Well, is it dairy if it's human? But anyway, she set up this website. She sold a few of her items, should we say, and then it obviously got closed down. she wasn't allowed to do it, but that was only a couple of years ago, I think. I remember really thinking, man, that sounds fucked up.
Well, it's like saying I only drink goat sperm. I won't drink human sperm. Well, it's not quite the same thing, but
I'd drink the synthetic, but I wouldn't drink the fresh. It's not the milk I have a problem with. It's knowing the damn source.
It's the receptacle.
Like, what other guy's been sucking on that tap? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and just to think about it, like, for example, we are all used to, eating eggs, for example. And basically egg is just, a fetus of a chicken, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Same with the meat, because
good point.
A lot of people think that it's like I don't know, like growing on a tree, whatever. So if you ever saw pictures of how this meat was created, right?
Mhm.
That would make you stop eating meat. It
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
stop me, but yeah, I think that it would probably stop a bunch of people from eating meat.
Oh,
Yeah.
you take some
eat more humans.
beautician that lives in the city or something, Starsky, and say, okay, here's a knife. You're going to have to go and get that steak from the source yourself tonight, and you watch somebody have a salad.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Any of you lot familiar with that TV show SAS, Who Dares Wins, where they get people that go on and they do go through the selection process? Anyone familiar with that?
Not
No, actually, no.
Not the show, the process.
Actually, no. It wasn't that show. It's a different show I'm thinking of. Bear Grylls, The Island with Bear Grylls. Have you seen that? Well,
Ultimate Survival. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Well, he maroons I think 12 people, 6 men, 6 women on an island somewhere, and he ensures that there's enough food and water, vegetation to keep them alive for, I think they go for 30 days. And this one series, they had this geezer on there, and he was a vegetarian. So they found this pig, and he didn't want to kill it, so they took it back to the camp and ended up. No, that was it. I think it got away, but then it got caught in one of their snares. So they took it back to the camp, and he named it, right. This guy, he was refusing to eat this cow. So they tied it to a tree, and the thing killed itself in the night trying to get away. It strangled itself, right? But but this gets worse. Listen to this. So instead of deciding to eat the fucking thing, then this vegetarian said, no, we can't eat him. So they built a raft and sent about 35,000 calories out to sea. I tell you what, right? I just said to the fucking this is straight up, right? It's on TV, right? And if I'd have been on that fucking island, right, I'd have said to that geezer, listen, I'm eating that fucking pig, or I'm eating you, pal. You fucking try and stop me. And I'd have slaughtered the fucking thing in front of him.
You should have put him on the raft.
Yeah, fucking definitely. I would have done. I'd have told him, it's either you or the pig, mate. Which one? Take your fucking pick. But I need some fucking calories. I need some protein, pal. No,
totally. It would have been a case of, it's a little crowded here. We're going to keep what's useful. That's not you.
That's it. No, not at all. That is just ridiculous, isn't it? Bury it at sea. Yeah, I fucking bury you at sea, mate. I use him for bait, actually, for sharks.
So there we go. The lesson learned from everybody is stop eating animal products and start eating humans.
Absolutely. I'm not human, so it's technically okay for me.
Soylent Green, anybody?
I mean, you
made from people.
That's like the 3rd time Soylent Green's come up on the channel in a month, What the hell?
Easy. I remember it too.
It's
iconic.
Read the book. It's not the people.
What is it?
I only know it from The Simpsons.
Come on. You can't leave it there. Give us the spoilers. If it's not the people, what is it?
I'm not telling you. You can read the damn book.
I can't
That's
read.
one of the things I can do. I can read.
Yeah, I haven't. The last thing I read was a postage stamp, and that was years ago. Took me hours.
Yeah, it's Xena B in the chat. Yeah, in the apocalypse, I'd eat the vegans. Fruity vegetable critters are the best food.
Yeah, but it's just meat on the bone. It look like me.
Coat rack with skin draped over it.
Delicious.
Yeah. Well done. You came back from hunting and all we got is a set of luggage.
Had people
Everyone
eat
takes
shoe
a drink.
leather when they were desperate.
Oh, man. Well, that was funny. Well, we must have turned a few people off with that one. But hey, you can't please everyone. What the fuck are you going to do, right?
Well, we've still got an audience, so it can't be that bad.
Kind of
Let's
renowned
dig
for
deeper.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. We can do it.
Starsky, I got a question to maybe shoot it off in another direction. We deal with the worst of the worst of the conspiracy nuts from all over the world, and just wondering what you thought of, or if you even hear about any of the craziness going around the war or not.
Yeah, so from time to time we hear a lot of conspiracy theories here as well. So one of the conspiracy theories created by Russians is that Ukraine is packed with weapons by the West, by Western countries, in order to kill Russians. And I'm like, yes, of course. When you invade another country, you deserve to die. So, yes, pretty much it's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've heard claims, Starsky, that in the Ukraine are secret bioweapon factories that are being controlled by Bill Gates and Biden and so on. And the real
That's
reason
PJ
that
CNET.
yeah, and the level of depth it goes to is just unbelievably both funny as hell and sad as fuck, all wrapped up into one. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Aimee's
true. So
gone.
yeah, so basically Russians claimed, and that was on their TV, and I'm sure that you've seen that as well. So they claimed that
Oh yeah.
American and Ukrainian scientists produced a biological weapon that was supposed to be disseminated by some bats, birds, and I'm not kidding, it's true. Bats, birds, and some insects like mosquitoes or bugs or whatever. And yeah, it was supposed to be disseminated over Russia. And yeah, I mentioned that in some of my previous blogs. I said that, guys, alcoholism is not disseminated by birds. So you acquire alcoholism from, it's not a biological weapon. It's a result of a poor culture, and stuff like that. So yeah, and they basically brought that information to the UN, and they had that.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was in like March or something. So they had this UN Council regarding biological weapons in Ukraine, and everybody was freaking laughing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's sorry, but that's just absolutely that's like there was an American senator, Starsky, at one point was actually concerned about having some event on some island somewhere because if too many people stood on one side of the island, it could fucking tip over. I shit you not. An American senator was concerned about this, truly.
Oh my God. Oh, so yeah, so we hear crazy shit from time to time, like on both sides of the planet. Yeah.
Baby, baby.
There is a
Yes,
lot of crazy
please.
shit. Has anyone?
Hang on, Monk. Hang on,
Monkey,
Monkey.
Oh, hold on, Monkey.
I was
Amy's
trying
coming
to-
in.
Yeah, I was trying to speak. We've got a super chat from Commander 401 for $5 American that says Soylent Green is idiot yummy. Thank you so much, Commander.
That is
was
a
on the
good one.
poster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, Monkey.
Yeah, I was going to ask if Starsky, has anyone sort of spoke to you about the flat Earth movement? Do you know anything about that? Do you know? Has any of you guys brought this up to this geezer?
Yeah, we have some of those guys here. And
fucking hell.
Yeah, well, actually, one of my best friends, it's not like, he was a flat earther, but he said it's like a funny theory, and he even was analyzing those claims produced by those people. Yeah, it's insane. So they claim that no matter how far you go on the boat into the sea, so you can still see that boat on the horizon, like from like hundreds of miles away, which is not true, of course. And
No,
yeah,
you need the magical cameras, the P1000s, the P900s to
Oh,
bring
man.
them back into view. Oh yeah, Starsky, we could go on for hours and hours. Hours,
It was.
hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. telling you
We should
about
tell
it.
him it was these crazy globe denying idiots, Starsky, that brought us lot together, basically.
Yeah. That's how this all started, with us picking fun of them.
No, I was gonna say, it's not like they had a party where we were all invited. And
Well,
yeah,
Flat Earth Conference.
Yeah, they
Yeah, so I think
Oh.
that believing in flat Earth and believing in American Ukrainian scientists producing biological weapons, it has like similar roots, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, bang
yeah,
on.
that's one of the things we found out, Starsky, is that most of these people, once they start going down a rabbit hole of stupidity, they can't get out, and then everything becomes a conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Well,
Even you being here is a conspiracy.
yeah.
True.
It
Starsky,
really
we'll
is.
have to have you. We'll have to have you over when we do a show where we're looking at some of this stuff, because like mud flood and the thing like the Devil's Tower in the States, there is a big tree stump, and oh dear God, some of the stuff we find is just horrifically stupid. It makes you wonder, how do these people tie their own shoes so they can get to the store and buy food to survive?
No, Dick. Please. Starsky has got to keep his mind focused. He can't be at the front line thinking, well, maybe rocks. No, please. He's got more important things to think about. I mean, things like drinking your own piss. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on a minute.
Oh no.
Or breast milk.
Yeah, and we are following Bear Grylls as well here in Ukraine. Yeah, that guy is admirable. I would say. Yeah.
What do you
He's
mean?
amazing.
What do you mean you're following him? Is he a platoon leader or something? Let's go eat some cockroaches.
Yeah, he eats some pretty shitty things, to be fair.
Oh, did you see when he ate that massive fucking grub and it just like splattered all over the camera? Oh,
It was like a big,
Yeah,
it was like
Oh.
pus.
Jesus Christ, I was nearly sick.
Oh, give a warning, guys. What if somebody's eating watching this? Holy shit, man.
Yeah, okay, if you're eating right now, don't eat big fat grubs because they're full of pus and they're disgusting.
Seriously? If this is what hurt them, I'm safe on the show.
At least fry them.
Yeah, what does fried pus taste like?
Oh dear God, we are truly plumbing new depths tonight.
I mean, honestly,
It's
God,
like
Monkey,
a McRib.
can it actually get any better if you fry it? I mean, it becomes custard.
No, it's more like a fried egg, isn't it? I suppose.
Oh, now I know exactly what that porridge was made of.
Yeah.
That former
Yeah.
Ukrainian MRE. Yeah.
Now you know what those ration packs that wriggle.
Oh dear.
Mipet.
Witchetty grubs are a thing over here, and our native Australians find them, and yes, they do eat them. And I don't know whether they actually fry them up first. Could be a possibility, I guess, but no, they are considered a delicacy. Apparently they're nutty flavoured. So
Got a
there
ton of
you go.
protein in them.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Ants taste of lemon. or citrus.
Mhm.
When you
Oh, is
put
it-
them, it's
is it
only very done.
Crocodile Dundee said, you can eat it, but it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're into putting thumbs in things that you're not meant to, DK.
Only
So we all know
crocodiles.
about that.
Only crocodiles.
But serious DK, those little brown ants, not the red ones, get one of them and just eat it, bite it between your teeth, right? And you'll be surprised at how sort of citrusy and they're nice.
Delicious.
Yeah, you just keep tucking into them, don't you?
Yeah, I'll just open a can of peaches, thanks.
Do you know? I know a really good song about peaches.
So Starsky, have you got any?
Yeah.
Have you got any crocodiles over there? We got this test we need to figure out, but
Crocodiles.
yeah, you got crocodiles in Ukraine.
Yeah. Actually, we do in the zoo.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
Well, you did.
We did.
They're all scampering about somewhere else now.
Yeah. I think that someone is keeping those crocodiles in their bath tubes.
Right. Yeah.
Feeding Russians to them, hopefully.
Yeah, because you gotta keep that reptile alive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wants to
And as
taste that,
disgusting, well, as disgusting as it might be, Russians are still okay food for crocodiles.
For crocodiles,
definitely.
Yeah, completely. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have this experiment we want to do, Starsky. So if you do come across a crocodile and it bites onto your arm, you need to get one of your colleagues to stick his thumb up its ass to see if it releases the bite. So it's a test that I've been trying to. It's very prominent on this show, and I am trying to get people to do this test for me, but having no takers. So just in case you come across them on the front line, Just keep that in mind and get back to us on that one.
I swear I will keep that in mind. And by the way, that reminded me of some joke. So there was this mafia boss, and he was imagine a square, just a square. So this figure. So he looked like that. Basically, for some reason, mafia bosses like here in Ukraine look like that. They're big people. They
big-bodied, square jaws.
Yeah. So his head turns into his shoulders, something like that. So this mafia boss and his bodyguards come to this Oriental restaurant and order a soup made from a turtle, and they're waiting for some time, for like half an hour, and the boss sends one of his boys to see why the hell it takes so long to prepare that soup, right? So this bodyguard comes to kitchen, and what he sees is basically that cook holding that axe over that turtle, and as soon as that turtle looks out of its shell, he swings that axe, and the turtle, boom, she hides its head into the shell, and it keeps repeating, and this bodyguard is like, come on, let me help you. So he sticks his finger into the turtle's butt, so she looks out of its shell, and this cook finishes the turtle, and he says, thanks, man, you saved me a lot of time, but where did you learn that? And the bodyguard says, so that's exactly the way we put the tie on our boss.
See, thumbs come in handy for all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And turtles.
Yeah. thing is, I bet he liked it.
I don't think it's worth dying for.
No, I meant I meant the boss, not the turtle.
I've had turtle soup.
Maybe-
It was amazing.
I had mock turtle soup. Oh, you're talking about Bear Grylls. Like, everybody gives him shit for being on that show and staying in hotels at night. The guy fell out of a helicopter and snapped his back and then climbed Everest. He can do whatever the fuck he wants at this point, as far as I'm concerned.
I like
Andrew,
the
he does drink his
Survivor
own-
Man.
He does drink
Oh,
his
yeah.
own piss.
Does he drink Legendary Dave's?
No, he drinks his own. Legendary Dave drinks his own. I think he doesn't he store it in the fridge and then washing it as well. Allegedly, Dave, is that right?
He's vaping it.
Yep.
Yeah, he nebulizes it as well.
Yeah, and he also injects it into his lips, like it's the Botox. He's a weirdo. He is a weirdo, isn't he?
Yeah, we actually Starsky this, which Charlie knows more about it than I do, because he watches those psychos to see what stupid thing they've done next. But a bunch of the flat earthers, conspiracy theorists are all pro-Russian, because the real news can't be the news. Got to be a lie.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. They're not. It's not the fact that they're pro-Russian. They're just anti anything anybody else says.
No,
Absolutely.
there are people that actually deny the war's happening. There are war deniers. I've actually spoke to people in real life, 3 people actually, that have said, "Oh, it's all bollocks. There's nothing. It's not happening. There's no war." I'm like, "Are you mad? Are you fucking mad?" And they actually deny it. So yeah.
So where they're getting that? Where are they getting that opinion from? Monkey?
I have no idea where to get that opinion from. I think probably online, but it seemed to have happened with COVID, didn't it?
Yeah.
COVID. I mean, obviously, we've been in the game for a long time with globe denial and moon landing denials, and we've covered all that for the past 3-4 years. Yeah. But then we got COVID, which seemed to be for me the first mainstream like conspiracy theory, because there were so many people saying it's fake, it's government control. That what I mean? It wasn't like you don't walk around and hear people saying the earth is flat all day long. You know what I mean? In fact,
Yeah.
Whereas you would have or hear people comment or have conversations about COVID being not real.
It was
or
basically the first time
this
you
or
saw
that.
people just straightforward denying what was happening.
Yeah, exactly. And now I'm seeing it with this war. Yeah. Which is fucking shocking. It's shocking.
I must admit, I've not seen that, but
Yeah. And these are people I've spoken to, by the way, and not something I've seen online. I haven't really looked online yet. Actually, I'm not sure if I've heard a comment like in a video like fucking Level Earth Observer or one of those dickheads.
Oh, it could well be him, yeah.
That have dropped a flippant comment that it's not real anyway or something, and then gone back to their video. I don't know who it was, but it's worth looking actually. Looking up. Because,
Starsky, are you absolutely sure there's a war going on there? Are you absolutely sure?
Can you confirm it?
Yeah.
So today I was speaking to an Irish guy, Adam McSavage, and he's an Irish comedian. And he says he was staying in Ukraine for some time, as well as his friend from Ireland. And they say, yeah, that's the most crazy thing that they've heard so far was that there is no war. So their friends are texting them saying like, come on, you're in Kiev. There's nothing like exploding, nothing like that there's no war. And yeah, so basically we have air alarms like in Kiev like every day. So like 2 or 3 times a day we have this air alarm, those sirens in Kiev, because our radars register a new missile launch being launched from the territory of Belarus or from territory of Crimea or Black Sea or Caspian Sea. So we are registering those launches, and we have like air alarms like every day, and every day those missiles are hitting some targets in civilian areas, because Russians are mostly targeting things like railroads and stuff like that, and fuel depots, and a lot of those targets are basically parts of civilian infrastructure. So currently, whole Ukraine is under the threat of missile strikes, and nobody knows where those missiles will hit, like next time. And that makes a lot of people nervous here in Ukraine.
Fucking hell, yeah. Do you know, at least you have the air raid sirens. We took ours down after the Cold War thawed. Did you know that, DK?
What do you mean we took them down? What do you mean?
They've taken. There is no air raid sirens. We don't have any.
I bet they're still there.
No, they've actually gone. I mean, there may be the odd one here and there that was left, but after the Cold War, I read this very recently. After the Cold War, most of them were just removed.
Yeah, but that means the council had to spend money removing them. It's better just to leave them up there and just fuck it. You know what I mean?
Probably auctioned them off.
That's more like the sort of things that councils do.
Yeah,
they don't put effort into taking them down. They'll just say, "I'll just leave it." They'll just rot.
I think no, they're gone. They're gone.
Well, I suppose if we do get a nuclear strike, the churches can ring the bells.
Say again.
Eh? Pardon?
You were cutting out.
Oh,
sorry.
No, I was just saying, we can still got the churches, so they can ring the bells if there's a nuclear strike. So, we can all listen to some nice ding dongs.
Who's going to ring the
I got
bell?
a tornado siren right outside my window.
Tornado siren. Never heard it called that before.
Well, it goes off too frequently for my liking.
It goes off every weekend around here.
Yeah.
11 a.m. at Wednesday. Every 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Even if it's raining, they send it off. And I'm like...
It's Tuesday at 10 here.
Isn't that crazy?
Every month, they have the local nuclear plant has a problem siren test.
Oh, that would be fun.
That's when you see everybody in town running.
We usually know it's a test, and then if it was an actual emergency, we would hear further notice on every broadcast. But it is a proper air raid siren.
Yeah.
Most of the sirens in the U.S. are doubled. They're air raid sirens, are also tornado sirens, or whatever kind of siren you want to call them, but they're also tsunami warnings. Yada yada.
Yeah, we don't have any tsunami warnings either. I don't think. I didn't even know they existed until now. You learn something new every day. You know what I'm saying?
Probably. Yeah, it depends on where you live and what's important, right? I mean, I've never heard a tornado warning sign, but I've never lived in those areas. Siren.
I think there'd be tsunami warnings in England.
I haven't seen one.
Pacific Rim's the main area where you get them because of the Ring of Fire tectonic activity. We don't got tornado.
Yeah.
They also get them out on the West Coast, though.
Oh, sorry. What's up, Nick?
Well, we got to watch the time here. We're coming up near wraps and stuff. So Loki's planning on movie night in half an hour here, and I'm sure Starsky eventually does want to get to some sleep. So
I mean, I was just going to ask Starsky a quick question here. Everyone's talking about sirens and stuff. I mean, all the people in Lviv were feeling pretty, safe and secure, but they were getting they were hearing sirens, and and then one day, bombs started rocking around their city. That must have been a shock to those people. I mean, in Kiev, Kyiv, you were dealing with it pretty much, every day. But the people in Lviv, they felt pretty safe.
Yeah, that is true. And I talked to one of my friends in Lviv, like a week or two into the invasion, and she said, like, yeah, we are running to those shelters like constantly, but a lot of our stores are open, and you can order sushi pretty much every day and stuff like that. I had to wait like for a month, for those sushi bars to open. And yes, and they were bombed like probably a month after the invasion, which was kind of a shock to everybody. But of course, we cannot predict the next target. Unfortunately, probably there's our intelligence knows more, but yeah, they cannot deliver this information to everybody in time. So we cannot predict the next target that will be hit by Russian missiles. So in Kiev, I lived not far from the tank factory, and I was expecting, even though I'm not very close to this factory at this point, but I was expecting Russians to hit that factory in Kiev, and like it was okay. It was totally okay. Then at some point we had a news about Russian vehicles being, repaired in the Kiev tank factory. And while they didn't show where exactly that very place where it took place was located, but in Russian Telegram communities, Russian how you call it, not like volunteer / investigator, those who support this invasion, they found like all the information about that facility, and they even found specifically the building on the territory of that factory. And the next day, this tank factory, that very facility, was bombed. It was hit by Russian missiles.
I'm surprised they managed to hit it. I've been so fucking useless so far. But yeah, you're talking about spies, basically. The people are going around, just sending the information back. Wow.
There was this, there were a lot of those sabotage and recon groups operating in Kiev during those first days. And we captured a lot of Ukrainian citizens who were hired by Russian FSB through social media, through internet. So they were offered like $200, $500 for information like that. So, basically, I still cannot understand those people. Like, how can you do things like that, because you know that your own city where you live will be hit by missiles, a lot of people will die, and you will receive those $200. That's crazy.
And you'll probably still be shot. I mean, that was the thing. I mean, I noticed in your community post you posted the BBC News coverage of the factory where the Russian soldiers basically gunned down the people who were working there. Yeah, well, they basically came to the gates and said, "Oh, we don't shoot civilians," and they came back and shot them.
Yeah.
It's like you can't. They're like Klingons. You can't trust them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the sad thing about it. I mean, in warfare, there's usually some kind of I don't know what the word is. Come on, somebody help me out here. But
Deception.
well, no, there's usually some kind of honor in war, and the Russians don't seem to be having no honor whatsoever, no honor for the civilians and stuff like that. But anyway, sorry, I've got to hand over to Aimee. I've got to shut up. I'm being told in the chat. Duncan, shut up.
Thank you so much. I have a couple super chats. We have one from Level 70 for Canadian $13.99. Asks, is there no way Ukraine can destroy these missile launchers once they know where the missiles are being launched from? And then there was a $5 one from Cats, £5, sorry, £5 sterling. She says, God bless Ukraine. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much. So yeah, Ukrainians do black magic. So sometimes something like gets destroyed all of a sudden on the territory of Russia. I'm sure it's not like Ukrainian troops. I'm like 100% sure is the black magic, and it works. I swear.
Crystals and candles from Gwyneth Paltrow. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was supposed to shut up. Dick, come on then. Go on, do your job, and I'll shut up, and you just get on with it. Come on, probably.
I think Amy's going to take us around the table, and we'll get things all wrapped up and whatnot, and I'll have a 5-minute supper break and over for movie night with Loki. So, Aimee, do you want to rule the roost for us?
I sure can. Here we go. Thank you so much. I'm going to get started right around the room, and I'm the first person I always start with. Mipet 69, what are your thoughts and wrap-ups for tonight?
Hi. Well, tonight I did actually just jot down a couple of things. We started out with Walmart and getting lost and Costco. Then we went to Magic Mike and Dick's. Then someone said, fuck you, Texas. Then we had our grub muffin plushies, which I think is a great idea. Then when Starsky arrived, we were talking about vehicles and food delivery, and he misses Macca's, which, I don't know why you do, because Macca's over here is shit. Then we had thumbs up various bums. Then we ended up talking about sirens. So basically a pretty normal pub chat. And it's great to have you with us tonight, Operator Starsky. Looking forward to seeing you some more. So yeah, great night tonight, guys. So thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And before I continue on, I have a super chat from Autistic Shill for Canadian $20. Says, for Starsky, my girls are half Ukrainian and I've lived the Chilean coup d'etat and dictatorship. Thank you so much, Autistic Shill.
Wow.
And yeah, exactly. So thank you so much for that. The next person I have up is High Inquisitor. Inquisitor, what are your thoughts for tonight?
Tonight has been one of those nights when I've kept my discourse civil and everyone else went to hell. So I would like to end it saying this to those in chat. The moon embalms me with her love, and she kisses me goodnight. The nightingale sings her song of love when I take rest in the arms of darkness in the night. Thank you and good night.
Thank you so much, Hi. That's great. Thank you. And before I move on again, I've got another super chat from Mary Maddie for $10 American. Says, thanks, Starsky, for showing the Ukrainian underwear in the Hostomel video. I think about it a lot. Thank you so much, Mary.
Oh, you got another one. You got another one, Aimee, from Autistic Shill.
I got that one.
Did you? Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I should have.
That's okay. And then you're fine.
Shut up.
Okay, no, you're fine. Thank you. Next up, we have Commander 401. Commander, what are your thoughts and wrap-ups for tonight?
Tonight was very, very interesting. Nice to meet you, Operator Starsky. I do think that your channel is really interesting, and you don't know how well some of the information in that video about the May 9th is, like people saying, oh, everyone who disagrees with Putin is a Nazi. I can sing songs in Hebrew, and right-wing assholes here in America play that same game. you know, I feel for you guys, and I wish that I could go over there and kill some Russians. I don't have any military experience, but God bless you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Commander. And next up, we have Aaron Reece. Aaron, what are your thoughts on tonight?
No real official wrap up. Just nice to have Starsky by for a relaxed evening to talk instead of, question after question after question.
Yeah.
You take care of yourself over there and enjoy whatever weekend you may get at Madness.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. I will.
Thank you so much. And next up, we have Charlie Welch. Charlie, what are your thoughts on this evening?
It was great to finally share a virtual room with Starsky, and I learned a lot as always.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And next up, we have Jut Monk, the Drunk Monkey. Jut, what are your thoughts on tonight?
Wicked. Awesome, wasn't it? Eh? We all just hung out. I'm sat on the pool table again because I thrashed all of you dumbasses. Starsky, you owe me $5. You owe me a $5, pal, because I beat you at pool. I mean, come on. Have we literally, guys, have we got a new shill here? Is this Starsky? Is he a new shill? I reckon
Absolutely.
I reckon he could do a debunk, no problem at all.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I say he's got to come back whenever possible for a silly shills.
That's a big honor for me, my friends.
Oh yeah,
I
honor
will.
for us. Do you know? You
Excellent.
take care and give Kutch a pat on the head for me. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I promise. I promise.
Thank you, my friend. You take care.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Commander, you have your hand up.
Operator Starsky, you are going to do a debunk. I'm going to use some of your audio to address the charges of a pro-Putin flat earther and make the pro-Putin flat earther look like a fucking idiot that he is.
Oh my
Perfect.
God, that's perfect. Absolutely. Thank you.
Brilliant. That's going to be great. Thank you. And next up, we have Lokifish Marz. Lokifish, what are your thoughts on tonight?
Operator Starsky, again, thank you for being here with us, crazy nutcases. It's been a wonderful time, and you have a wonderful, beautiful country that I had the opportunity to visit in the early 2000s and turn down. Hopefully, when this is all settled, I'll be able to come out there.
Stop. Loki, you've got pop and crackle bad. I don't know what just happened to your audio there. You better check it. Oh, that was rough. Or is it just me?
No, it was.
Okay.
Nah, that was rough as shit, man.
Yeah. Too bad. Shitty, because he had something to say. Damn it.
Somebody
I
stick a
know.
thumb up his bum.
That'll work. That'll definitely work.
I'll stick my tail up his bum.
There we go.
Go on, Amy. Crack on. Go on.
No, thank you. And next up, we have Operator Starsky. Thank you so much for coming tonight. This has been so much fun. So what are your thoughts and wrap-ups for tonight?
So thank you very much for inviting me. It was so cool, and by the way, those talks about food made me so hungry. So I think I will spend like this morning surfing through my food storages here. And yeah, and big honor for me as always to be here with you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on. We really do. We always learn so much. So thank you. And please stay safe. Thank you. And next up, we have DKG Custom. DKG, what are your thoughts on tonight?
I can't believe Operator Starsky. I mean, you keep saying that it's an honor for you to be here. Man, the honor is us. You are fast becoming an internet sensation. Everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody wants them on their channel. And you come to our measly little channel over here, and it's it's absolutely fantastic to talk to you. I mean, every day you're on. Well, that's sort of say the next day I'm telling that my kids and my wife, the conversations that we have with you, because it's just incredible just to have someone like you here. No, the honor is ours, and it always will be. And we just love you having you here. It's fantastic, and we will see you in Eurovision next year. I promise.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much.
No. The pleasure is ours. But thanks so much for coming. It's fantastic to see you. Take care, mate.
Thank you so much. And last but not least, we have Dick Dawson. Dick, what are your thoughts on tonight?
Well, at this point, it's hard to follow because there's been all kinds of cool things said and whatnot. So at this point, I would like to say how thankful I am that we got through a stream with barely a mention of the foul, disgusting crap that Gwyneth Paltrow unleashed on the world, that are those special candles. Who ever thought that was a good idea, woman? Stop it. Stop it. But yeah, I mean, I got to echo what everybody said. It's great to have Starsky hanging out and around, and I'm looking forward to more and more. So awesome stuff. Absolutely. Aimee, yourself, thoughts and wrap ups.
Oh, thank you so much. It was such a great evening. It was a wonderful conversation. It was a great time. So thank you so much, everybody. So I want to thank everybody in the panel for coming. I also especially want to thank everyone in the chat for coming as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your wonderful comments. Thank you for being so positive. You've been wonderful. So thank you so much for that. And I want to wish everyone a great evening. Thank you so much, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
See you later there.
Shake it twice and you're playing with it.
Stop whispering hi. It sounds fucking creepy.
Everybody, stop it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You all
Send the disgusting Paltrow candles to every Russian soldier so that they run in fear of Gwyneth Paltrow's snatch stand.
See, no, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I see what you're all doing. You're all trying to get the last word in before I press the button and we go to the credits. I can see what's going on.
Press the button.
Well, so I'm going to press the button
Quit
right
putting
now.
it off.
I'm going to press the button.
Kiss my ass.
Come on, Dick, last word.
Dick.
Fried pus.
Kiss my ass.
Dick.
Bye, DK.
Hit the button.
I did hit the button and nothing happened. Hang on.
Oh, God.
Your wife said that.
I'm sorry, everyone. We can't stop the stream tonight.
Marathon.
Where we live now.
I pressed
Good,
I pressed the button and nothing's happened.
It's
Well-
just like in Doctor Who, we're trapped in the virtual world.
I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
Is
You've
Operator
been button
Starsky still
fucked.
here?
Here,
DK.
DK, mute us and I'll run the little credits thing from the remote. Right?
We've been bottom fucked.
I
Apparently.
knew it. This is hell.
I will not claim that one, monkey.
DK just can't seem to find a button that says end. Oh, he doesn't even have the end credits thing on his thing. So here, I'm just going to do it in studio. Okay, good night.
Good night.
Fuck me.
Help save us.
Fucking hell.